Can an atheist or agnostic person experience spirituality? This was the question that one of my clients asked me today. She's an atheist herself. And I thought, you know what, this is a great topic to explain what spirituality really is so that we can understand, we can dismantle within ourselves the definition of spirituality that is associated with religion. So, this client of mine, she is an atheist and she really is interested in experiencing that connection with herself, understanding what is it that she likes and what is it that she can do in order to serve this world and make it a better place. Through that desire, she started working with me, and then she still didn't feel that she's spiritual. She called herself that, but I'm not spiritual and I'm working with you. So I thought I will handle this topic today. So in order to understand, can an atheist or agnostic person experience spirituality, we first have to define what is spirituality. Spirituality is our connection to the energy that is flowing within us and our connection to the energy that is outside of us. When we experience spirituality, we feel connected to ourselves, our alignment, and we feel connected to, say, plants, animals, nature, other human beings, mountains, all around us, right? Because this energy is all around us and it's within us. This is the universal energy. Now, one doesn't have to believe in God, or one doesn't have to practice worshiping deities or practicing a certain religion in order to be spiritual. And this is where organized religion has done us a disservice in making people think that in order to experience spirituality, I must participate in organized religion. And that's not the case at all. In fact, organized religion can be, if done properly, it can be a tool to introduce people to spirituality, but organized religion cannot be equated to spirituality. Once somebody understands or gets introduced to certain spiritual principle, then they have to create their own unique path to experience spirituality. Spirituality is as unique as each individual on the planet. In ancient Indian wisdom, there is no word for organized religion. The word that is now commonly used is called dharma, and dharma simply means your unique way of being. And that includes your connection to yourself and others. So how do you experience that connection is totally up to you. Religion can be a starting point for some people, but it doesn't have to be. And if the religion does it right, it introduces people and inspires them to explore their own connection in a unique way, not in a herd mentality where because I'm saying so, you should follow this path. That comes from the control and authority of the people who want to maintain that control in the organized religion, right? So now let's get back to how atheist or agnostic can experience religion. For this one, we need to go into the definition of Karmayoga. Karmayoga is a composite word, and it's made up of two words, karma and yoga. We are going to look at each one of them individually to understand what that is. Let's look at the word yoga first. You have heard of this word as yoga, but it's through the cultural appropriation, or even in modern day in India, Hindu fundamentalist people, they make it out to be a gym activity, and that's not what yoga is. Yoga is a Sanskrit word that means union. It means act of joining or a joint itself. So what are we uniting or joining here? In the spiritual context, yoga means union of body, mind, and spirit. So yoga is a path to experiencing union of body, mind, and spirit. When we experience that kind of union, we experience that connection with ourselves and connection with others. That's why healing is so important, and healing and returning to who you are by releasing your wounds, it allows you to understand who you truly are, and it allows you to connect to yourself. And when we connect with ourselves, we cannot tolerate disconnection because that feels misaligned, that feels imbalanced. When there are so many atrocities going on in the world, the people who are truly on the path of healing, consciously or subconsciously, they are going to experience that imbalance and they are going to be distraught by it. right? So when we are connected to ourselves, we want to also expand that connection to our external world and experience that. So that is yoga. The second aspect of the word karma yoga is karma. Again, the Western world and oppressive caste ridden society in India has done disservice for us in understanding what karma truly is. We either hear it as watered down, culturally appropriated version in the West that says what goes around comes around, and karma is much deeper than that. It's gross oversimplification of that concept, because then that gives us logical questions like, oh, why are these bad people not suffering in life, or why are good things happening to bad people, or why are good people suffering from bad things, right? Once we understand the concept of karma, we can reconcile these questions. By the way, I'm teaching a seminar. It's a live event. It's online on February 8th, 2025. And I'm going to go deeper into the fundamentals of karma. You're going to really hear what karma is, what it isn't, and how it relates to our seven chakra, so that we can use it as a tool of intentional living in our modern life, an intentional way of being. And right now, that's what we need in this world, is that we need more balance within so that we can reflect that balance outside. So if you're interested, I will include the link below. Check it out. It's a live event. So if you're watching this after that, look for the next event. And for that, get on my email list. You can go on my website, download any freebies, and you can get on my email list, manasikakade.com. But back to our topic. So karma, we have in the West heard about that definition as what goes around comes around type of gross oversimplification. In India, quite often, because the interpretations, they come from ableist, casteist, and sexist society, they are interpreted as some form of past life punishment or past life reward. So if you're born in some privileged caste, that's your reward from like great past life deeds. And that's how this concept of karma is weaponized to justify oppressive systems. But that's not what karma is either. It's another oversimplification to say that this, what I'm experiencing as trauma or like good things in my life, is just my destiny. It's coming from my past life deeds. And that's not it at all. In fact, karma is the concept that keeps us very much in tune with our current reality, with our current actions, choices, and decisions, because that's what karma means. Karma simply means actions, choices, and decisions. So then karma yoga, when we combine these two, what it actually means is, by reflecting on where our actions are coming from, where our choices and decisions are coming from. Are they coming from balanced place or imbalanced place? Are they coming from internal harmony or internal chaos? Are they coming from internal alignment or some kind of misalignment? Are they coming from our healing or are they coming from our wounding? When we reflect on karma in this way and we choose healing choices over hurting choices, then we experience union of body, mind, and spirit. That's what karma yoga is. Reflecting on our actions is all that is needed in order to experience spirituality. When our choices heal ourselves and heal others, they are coming from balanced place. When our choices come from imbalanced place, they inevitably hurt ourselves and hurt others. Now that hurt could be minor or that hurt could be major. That spectrum varies, but the truth or that principle remains. So Karma Yoga is one of the paths for a person who does not believe in God, who doesn't care if there is a God or not. For that person, Karma Yoga is a path to experience spirituality. Some people do it subconsciously without thinking about it. For example, my mother is one of those people. My brother is an atheist. They focus on Karma Yoga and without saying it as such. And then there are examples of people like my client who are very intentional about their actions and choices and healing so that they can be of better service to this world. So yes, atheists and agnostics can experience spirituality. Path to that spirituality is Karmayoga. Karmayoga is one of the 4 paths of spirituality that is described in ancient Indian wisdom. In some other video, maybe I will share with you what are the other 3 paths so that you can pick for yourself which one is your path. Most people pick more than one. And in the world that we are in, Karma Yoga is absolutely essential. Unless we shift our choices in alignment, unless we move our karma, emanating from our personal alignment, inner peace and harmony, we cannot make this collective a more healing place. So if that's what we want as a collective, we would want as many people as possible to include Karma Yoga as part of their being. And if you're interested in learning about karma more in the right way, in a non-culturally appropriated, non-casteist, non-sexist, non-ableist way, then please come to my seminar where I will dive deeper into these topics. And you can also ask me any questions that you have to make this understanding customizable to your own lived experience.